Welcome to System Reboot Zone, the podcast for the cracked, the creative, and the relentless. I'm your host, Adam, and this is where low-end legends rise and broken systems get rebuilt. We talk tech, tactics, and triumphs. If you've ever made magic with broken gear, this podcast is for you. Let's get into it. How to clean your PC, the simple guide nobody tells you about. Let's talk about something nobody thinks about until it's too late. Dust in your computer. I know. Cleaning your PC sounds boring. It's not exciting like buying new parts or overclocking your CPU. But here's the thing. Dust is probably killing your computer's performance right now, and you don't even know it. Your fans are working harder, your temps are higher, your games might be stuttering, and you're sitting there wondering if it's time to upgrade, when really you just need to spend an hour cleaning. Let me show you how to actually do this right. Why should you even care about dust? Okay, so dust isn't just dirt sitting in your case looking ugly. It's actually a serious problem. Think about it. Your CPU and graphics card get hot, like really hot. They're designed to move that heat away using fans and metal heat sinks. But when dust builds up on those heat sinks and clogs your fans, it's like wrapping your components in a blanket. What happens? Your computer gets too hot and automatically slows itself down to avoid damage. This is called thermal throttling, and it's why your once fast PC might feel sluggish now. The sneaky part is that this happens so gradually you don't notice. You think your computer's just getting old, or maybe you have too many programs installed. But really, it's just dusty. I've seen PCs gain 20 to 30 degrees of cooling just from a good cleaning. That's huge. What you actually need. Good news, you don't need expensive professional tools, but you do need the right stuff. Get an electric air duster. Those canned air things from the office store work okay, but they're expensive if you clean regularly. An electric duster costs more upfront, around $30 to $50, but you'll use it forever. It's also way better for the environment. Grab some soft brushes. Small paintbrushes work great. You'll use these to loosen stubborn dust before blowing it out. Get a few different sizes, bigger for fans, smaller for tight spots. Get isopropyl alcohol, 90% or higher. This is for cleaning contacts and removing old thermal paste if you get that advanced. The higher percentage stuff evaporates quickly and won't hurt your electronics. You can find it at any pharmacy. Microfiber cloths. These are perfect for wiping down your case and screen without scratching anything. Get a few so you can keep them separate. One for screens, one for the case, etc. That's it. You don't need a huge toolkit or anything fancy. How to actually clean your PC. All right, let's do this step by step. Step 1, turn everything off. This seems obvious, but do it right. Shut down your computer completely. Unplug it from the wall. If it's a laptop, take out the battery if you can. Then press and hold the power button for about 30 seconds. This drains any leftover electricity. Why? Safety for you and your components. Step 2, open it up. Most modern cases have thumb screws or easy latches. Just take off the side panel or both panels if you want full access. For laptops, this is trickier. Look up a guide for your specific model online. YouTube has teardown videos for basically every laptop ever made. Take photos as you go so you remember where everything goes back. Pro tip, keep screws organized. Use a small bowl or magnetic pad. Those tiny laptop screws all look the same, but they're different lengths and they need to go back in specific spots. Step 3, start with the fans. Fans are dust magnets because they're constantly moving air. Here's the important part. Hold the fan still while you blow air on it. If you let it spin freely from the compressed air, it can generate electricity that feeds back into your motherboard. That's bad. Hold each fan with your finger, then blast it with short bursts of air. Use your brush to get stubborn dust off the blades. Step 4, clean the heat sinks. These are the metal fin things on your CPU cooler and graphics card. They get caked with dust that forms like a solid wall. Use your brush to break up the dust layers, then blow them out with compressed air. Keep alternating, brush, blow, until you can see clearly through the fins. This is where you'll see the most dust, and cleaning it makes the biggest difference in temperatures. Step 5. Work from the inside to the outside. Start cleaning the stuff in the middle of your case first, then work your way out to the edges and vents. This way you're not blowing dust back onto stuff you already cleaned. Use short bursts of air, not continuous spraying. Move around systematically so you don't miss anything. Step 6. Don't forget these spots. Most people stop at fans and heat sinks, but there are other places that need love. Your keyboard is disgusting. Seriously, if you could see what's under those keys, you'd freak out. For mechanical keyboards, pull off the keycaps and clean underneath. For laptops, blast air between the keys and around the edges. Laptop vents around the hinges get completely blocked sometimes. If you've been wondering why your laptop sounds like a jet engine, this might be why. The power supply warning. Your power supply, the box with the power cord, also gets dusty, but be careful here. Power supplies have capacitors inside that can hold dangerous voltages even when unplugged. If you're not comfortable with this stuff, just clean the outside and the fan. Don't open it up. The advanced move, replacing thermal paste. Okay, this is optional, but if your computer is a few years old, this can make a huge difference. Thermal paste is the gray goop between your CPU and GPU and the cooler. It helps transfer heat. Over time, it dries out and stops working well. If you're comfortable taking off your CPU cooler, look up a guide for your specific cooler, you can replace this paste and see temperature drops of 10 to 20 degrees. No joke. How to do it? Remove the cooler carefully. Clean off all the old paste with isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free cloth. Coffee filters work great. Put a small dot, like a rice grain, of new paste in the center of the CPU. Put the cooler back on, the pressure spreads the paste evenly. Use good paste like Arctic MX4 or Noctua NTH1. The cheap stuff doesn't work as well. Don't use too much, more paste is not better. You just need enough to fill the microscopic gaps between surfaces. How often should you clean? Here's a simple schedule. Desktop PC, every 6 months for most people, every 3 months if you have pets, live somewhere dusty, or smoke near your computer. Laptop, every 3 months, or monthly if you use it heavily. Laptops are smaller, so dust affects them faster. Quick cleaning. Blow out the vents with compressed air once a month. Takes 30 seconds and helps a lot between deep cleans. Watch your temperatures with free software like HW Monitor. When you see temps creeping up by 5 to 10 degrees, it's time to clean. What you'll actually notice. After a good cleaning, here's what changes. Lower temperatures. This is obvious and immediate. Your CPU and graphics card will run 10 to 30 degrees cooler depending on how dusty things were. Less fan noise. Cooler components don't need fans running at full blast. Your computer will be noticeably quieter. Better performance. No more thermal throttling means your CPU and GPU can run at full speed again. Games will be smoother, video editing will be faster, everything just works better. Longer lifespan. Heat kills electronics. Keeping things cool means your parts last longer before they fail. Real talk. Look, cleaning your PC isn't fun. It's kind of boring, it takes an hour or two, and you get dusty. But it's also one of the best things you can do for your computer. It costs almost nothing once you have the tools, and it makes an immediate noticeable difference. You don't need to be a tech expert. You just need to be patient and careful. Take your time, follow guides, take photos before you take things apart. And honestly, once you've done it once, it's easy. You'll know exactly what to do next time. Your computer works hard for you every day. Take an hour every few months to clean it and it'll work better and last longer. That's not just good advice, it's basic maintenance that everyone should do. So grab some compressed air and a brush. Your PC will thank you and your temps will prove it. That's it for today's episode of System Reboot Zone. If you're still grinding, still optimizing, respect. You're rebuilding something legendary. Share this with your crew, drop your wins in the comments, and keep pushing. Until next time, stay mythic, stay relentless, and keep rebooting the system.